Hello. In this video, we're going to talk about the importance of a positive candidate experience in the recruitment process. Making sure that you provide candidates with a positive experience will help improve the rates of job acceptance, as well as ensuring that the message that they take out to the wider candidate community is an overwhelmingly positive one. We'll talk a little bit about why it's really important, and then some of the practical hints and tips that you can apply in your business to make sure that candidates feel the love as they go through the recruitment process. Positive candidate experience can have three key impacts on your business. Number one, brand reputation. Everybody is connected nowadays, and the first thing that people do when they're looking at your business is to go onto Google or websites like Glassdoor and find out what other people are saying about you. And that won't just be your own employees, it'll be people who've experienced the recruitment process with you. Making sure that they enjoyed their time with you, whether or not they got the job, can help make sure that the rest of the candidate community has a good impression of you, and it helps attract more talent to your business moving forwards. Number two, engagement and loyalty. Research shows that candidates who have a good and positive candidate experience during the recruitment process tend to give more discretionary effort and are more engaged when they start in their new role. So providing that positive experience makes sure they can hit the ground running from day one. And number three, candidate loyalty. Providing candidates with a positive experience means that even those who are rejected for that role are more likely to apply in the future, again ensuring that when you do go out to market, you're always attracting the widest candidate pool possible. What are the key components of a positive candidate experience? Number one, clear communication. Making sure that you get back to applications in a timely manner with full and frank feedback will overwhelmingly help produce a positive candidate experience. And in fact, research has shown that it's the one thing that candidates value above anything else within a recruitment process. Number two, respectful interactions. Remember that you're dealing with a human being. It's really important that you treat your applicants with the respect that maybe you would want to be treated if you were going through the same process. This means honest feedback in a timely manner, but also just taking the time to respect the fact that sometimes finding a job can be quite an emotive thing for somebody. Maybe they were made redundant recently. Maybe they really need this job for financial reasons. So be really, really careful that you do treat people with respect all the way through the process. Make it an efficient process. We've talked about this in one of our other videos in terms of the recruitment process, which you can find out more about. But making sure that you have a well-defined, streamlined recruitment process always helps remove the chance that something goes wrong, and ultimately will help pave the way for a really positive experience. And finally, give the candidates the opportunity to feed back to you. It's very rare actually that businesses do engage with candidates after a recruitment process to ask them for their feedback. But ultimately, that can be the difference between you providing a good or a bad recruitment process. Listen to that feedback and help it tweak the process as you move forward. And ultimately, it will lead to a more successful recruitment process for you further down the line. Here are some simple tips that you can implement into your business to help improve your candidate process. Number one, technology. If you're a larger business, you may even invest in a proper applicant tracking system, but this can be something as simple as a spreadsheet, just something that manages the candidates that are sending their details to you, so you can monitor who you've responded to and when, to ensure that feedback loop is complete. Training for interviewers, so important. The interview is part of the kind of beauty parade for you as a business, and making sure that the people who are sat in that interview representing your organization are well trained and understand what it is they're trying to get out of that interaction is so important. A lot of the feedback that we hear about poor recruitment processes often stem from the interview experience of a candidate. So please make sure you're giving your current employees and line managers the tools that they need to ensure they give people a positive experience during that interview. 3, personalized engagement. Making sure you take the time out to use people's names and give personalized feedback to people rather than just a flat no is really, really important, and at least makes the applicant feel like you've genuinely read their CV and potentially their cover letter, and give it due time and consideration before deciding to reject them from the role. Number 4, establish that candidate feedback loop. However that might be, again, it might just be a spreadsheet that helps you do this, but make sure that once a candidate has been through your process, they're given the opportunity to feed back to you and give you some really, really valuable thoughts on how you might improve the process. Looking at candidate experience as a whole, it's not just about filling the job you have right there. It's about how you engage candidates for future vacancies and help promote a really positive employer brand for your organisation. How do you position yourself as an employer of choice? It also, if done well, can help reflect your company's values and culture as an organisation that really cares about its employees and the people as individuals that work within it. So don't delay, have a look at your candidate process, maybe try and apply some of those little tips and tweaks that we've talked about, and ultimately that will lead to you having a more successful recruitment process.